Not gonna lie to you guys. This entire series is about to be probably my most controversial takes throughout all the Dragon Ball reviews. So, just want to put that out now. Let's get started with Dragon Ball Super Arc 1 Battle of the Gods. It's been, let me make sure I'm getting my information right. It's been a little bit of time since the fight with Majin Buu. We've done with Majin Buu. We killed them, blah, 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 blah. Months pass by, and next thing you know it, we get a visit from a man known as Beerus, who is called the God of Destruction, and an angel known as Whis. They decide to travel to Universe 7. And not travel to Universe 7. They appear on Earth of Universe 7 to find a being called Super Saiyan God, right? We're looking for a Super Saiyan God. And the reason why we're looking for this is because Beer's been having dreams about this Super Saiyan God, that this Super Saiyan God is supposed to be his ultimate rival. And not on this, but he had an oracle fish that told him that the Super Saiyan God would be his ultimate rival, all this stuff. So now Beerus is interested. He wants to know the information about the Saiyans. Found out Frieza wiped out all the Saiyans, but there are still Saiyans alive on Earth. He travels to Earth. First of all, he visits King Kai's planet where he encounters a man known as Goku, the hero of our story. Talks to Goku, ask him about Super Saiyan God. They said, I don't know what you're talking about, fam. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is at all. He's okay, bet. Goku being Goku saying, hey, uh, can we spar? Just want to get a little chance. Beerus said, sure, why not? Let's spar. Beerus wipes him in space. Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, wipes him off the planet. He said, all right, I'm leaving. I'm going away. I'm going to I'm going to the place called Earth. Now King Kai warns Vegeta and them, who are throwing a birthday party for Bulma. He warns them, this man named Beerus is coming to Earth. The god of destruction. Stay on this man's good side. They was doing really well. I swear they was doing really well. I promise you guys, they was doing really well. Everybody was acting perfectly. They was doing really well until Majin Buu, who took all the pudding cups, didn't want Beerus to get a pudding cup, made Beerus upset. Beerus ended up smacking him, smacked everybody at the party, smacked Bulma, which made Super Saiyan 2, which made Vegeta go ape crazy. Super Saiyan 2 fought Beerus for a tad bit. And then Beerus like, yeah, you good. You got this. He said, you know what? I've been disrespected long enough. I'm going to destroy this planet. I'm done with the BS. I'm going to destroy this planet. Well, Goku found out information about just grabbing all the Dragon Balls, asking Shenron about Super Saiyan God, which they did. Shenron told them about Super Saiyan God, how to get the transformation, all this stuff, which led to Super Saiyan God Goku being created by the ritual and going toe to toe with Beerus in a very clash. To my personal opinion, the very first instant of Clash of the Gods. The very first instant of Clash of the Gods. Um, Straight from beginning to end, throwing punches, fighting, hand to hand combat. Beers get to actually loosen up for the first time ever in like decades. Who knows how long? They go at it. Eventually, the God Key disappears, but then Goku end up snatching it up, which I think is going to be one of the, which in my personal opinion is one of the worst things that could happen in the series. But we'll talk about it a little bit later. Goku absorbed some of the God Key into his base form and fought Beerus still, but eventually Beerus ended up winning the win and letting Earth live. Not only that, but Earth also has some good food that Wiz did bring us. Say, hey, the food kind of bomb, Beerus. Hold on, let's not destroy this planet. Beerus said, yeah, you know what? You show right. You show right. We're not gonna let that happen. Cool, 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 cool. And then Beerus disappears. That's it. That's the end of the Battle of Gods arc. There's a lot of things I want to discuss about this arc. A lot of things I want to discuss about this arc that a lot of people might not find that might not like it, right? And it's just because of me. Y'all know who I am. First of all, I like this arc. It was a very fun arc, in my personal opinion. I definitely enjoyed this arc because we got to see Beerus. We got to see a real god, and I love that. We got to see the real version of a god transformation. We got to see how powerful the god transformation really is. We got to see what a threat that kind of like we got a new goal to reach, and that's Lord Beerus. Lord Beerus is the new goal, which once again, I don't mind that. I think it's a goal that characters need to reach, that Goku and Vegeta gets to reach. They're like, okay, after all this drama from Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super, we have a new tier of a god, of a new tier that we need to hit, which is Lord Beerus. This is where some of the issues start to come through. A lot of people believe that Lord Beerus is a character that should have been surpassed all that time ago. And so, just how powerful could he really be? Quite honestly, people, this is why I believe that Dragon Ball needs light novels and stuff to explore the back history of some of these characters that we're not getting time to spend in the regular manga. I think if they go ahead and release a light novel based on Beerus in his history, dating back to him before he became a god of destruction, just to give us a tease about how powerful he truly is, I think that would help out a lot of people saying, like, we can never know, like maybe Beerus at that time frame, Beerus was so much more powerful than anybody in the universe that eventually he became a god of destruction, and then he trained in god of destruction form and got even more powerful than he already is. We don't know. We don't know. And then that's the reason why his level keeps going higher and higher and higher. And then it didn't make it better that at that time frame, before the anime started coming out, before the manga really started getting hot, um, it was said that the scaling wise and Beerus was using 70% of his power, and that on the scale, Goku is like a 5, Beerus is like a 10, the Wiz is like a 15. All this stuff that came out throughout the years before the anime and the manga really started hammering down on the transformation and stuff didn't really help out a lot of things also. Now, we moving forward. Moving forward, let's talk about some more stuff. The god of the Super Saiyan God transformation. I still get into debates with people about this every single day. I'm not gonna lie, I still get in debate to it. I still believe Super Saiyan God is not mastered. In my personal opinion, I think the Super Saiyan God transformation is not fully mastered because of a lot of the abilities that Super Saiyan God did have. Now, unfortunately, nowadays, Google, off topic, so much stuff has changed within like Google and stuff, man. Now like AI controls everything, so AI is overviewing. Like when you Google something, the AI mode just automatically takes over anything and everything that you do. Kind of sucks because you have to fact check a lot of stuff that they do say. I'm just going left field. I'm sorry. Let's just left field. Y'all know how I be. That's left field. But let's take a look at these abilities real quick. So in my personal opinion, so Super Saiyan got abilities and stuff. It grants the users defined key that transitions mortal limits, abiding them with the ability to sense or hide godlike energy. AKA, you have to have God key to sense God transformation. No problems with that. Now, um, the godly key manipulation, aka using abilities and stuff that you don't normally use. Cool, no problem. I like that. The healing and paralysis. In the anime, Goku demonstrates the ability to rapidly heal wounds and even paralyze foes using his god aura. That's something that's useful in my personal opinion. Because why wouldn't you want to keep that moving forward? Of course, whenever he gets the blue and even Master Ultra Instinct and stuff, he doesn't have that abilities to heal no more. I don't understand why would you move that away from your character. You know what I'm saying? That part I like the fact that they kind of just it happens and then they kind of move over from there. Let's continue. The stamina and the speed. The form trades raw muscle mass for a slimmer, youthful build, which optimized energy conservance. This allows for a fighting style focused on predicting movements, reading combat styles, and dodging with incredible speed. his speed. It's even been said in the anime, in the manga, that the Super Saiyan God is faster than Super Saiyan Blue, and then there's no negative drawback on the stamina. Once again, don't understand why wouldn't that be something they want to master. The God Bend and God Flash heat techniques were the user traps or paralyzes an opponent in a glowing aura and forces access power into their palms to blast the enemy from point blank range. Whereas as something they use in the battle with Beerus, and that long battle with Beerus, and then probably in the video games and stuff like that. Once again, new techniques for Goku to learn and use. Universal level output. Now, that one still stands to my personal opinion that in Super Saiyan God, they was able to continue to use universal outputs and skill sets, in my personal opinion, the universal power set. So with all those abilities and stuff, and then later on, where in the anime and stuff, where he's able to use the what was that the finger gun. I know a lot of people was bringing up Yu Yu Hakusho when he was able to use the finger gun technique, and then he added more to his abilities. My thing is, they said that they perfected them. I mean, it seemed like they never perfected Super Saiyan God. It seemed like they used it enough and then move on from the transformation to go to Super Saiyan Blue. I always felt like Super Saiyan God isn't a technique in a. It was a tech that was the transformation that set them apart from all other transformations, and then they kind of should have just used that moving forward. Now, I know a lot of people are gonna come back to this conversation. They're gonna be like, yeah, well, Blue is shrunk because Blue does blah 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 blah. My personal opinion. This is my personal opinion. I feel like the God transfer, Super Saiyan God transformation, with the speed, the stamina, controlling the stamina, self healing, all that stuff. In my personal opinion, it outweighs a lot of things that Blue ended up doing. Not only that, but Super Saiyan Blue in the very beginning was like taking 90% God key, but was taking 10% of the God key and then adding the 90% of the Saiyan key just to maximize the transformation form. And then they had so much problems before they can actually perfected it. It was so much problems before they actually perfected Blue. I feel like the God key, I feel like Super Saiyan God should be a transformation that is literally the perfect transformation. And maybe Super Saiyan Blue should be like the second stage or something to Super Saiyan God. Not know we had to use we had to use the Super Saiyan plus the God key just to get to this new form. I don't think that's right at all, in my personal opinion. That's my personal opinion. We still never seen, in my personal opinion, just on the anime, even in the manga, we never see the universal output that Super Saiyan God provided, that Super Saiyan Blue has never provided again. And that's just me. Scaling wise, power scaling wise, Super Saiyan God being the peak, in my personal opinion, being the peak is kind of like where it starts and ends at. And then Blue is just like another addition to it. That's just me though. I'll explain to more in the next arc. Overall, I know I ain't went on a tangent, I ain't went left field. Overall, this is a good arc to start off Dragon Ball Super. Steps it in the right, a good direction. That after Majin Buu and stuff, all the drama and stuff, that we need to do something different. And this was something different. Beerus is a brand new character. Wiz is a brand new character. The dynamic between those two, and then the mystery behind them were perfect. Were perfect setup to move forward with the Dragon Ball Super, with the Dragon Ball Super universe. In my personal opinion. But that's just me, though. You make sure you guys hit the like, comment, and subscribe to the video. Let me know about what is your thoughts on the Battle of Gods. What is your thoughts on Super Saiyan God? Is that a transformation that they introduced and got rid of it way too quickly and brought it back springily, or could they have fleshed it out more, like I believe they could have? And then, in your personal opinion, because this is not a you're right and you're wrong section. This is a person. Put your opinion down in the comment section. Do you feel as though Super Saiyan God, if they would have truly mastered Super Saiyan God, would that have been a better transformation than Super Saiyan Blue? And then on top of that, what about Super Saiyan God being one transformation and then Super Saiyan Blue being like Super Saiyan God completed or something, would that have made it better for you as a viewer and as a viewer of the anime? Y'all let me know down in the comment section. I catch y'all on Revival of F.